Hey everyone, I got a special guest for you today. I have a returning guest and someone who is taking on the 75-day hard challenge. Now, this is the original. And as you know, I've created a 75-day hard challenge for real estate investors that I'm really proud of. But Stratton, he is doing the original. And I thought what we would do is learn from his experience. I thought we would relate what he is going through with what I've created and just talk about what we both hope others can accomplish. So how you doing, Stratton?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on, my friend.
Of course, buddy. Anytime. So first and foremost, for the people that don't know you, you're an ex D1 college football player,
Yep.
which means you're above average athlete. I think it's fair to say. I think that's fair to say. I mean, D1's no joke, right? You're still relatively a young man, and you found this 75-day hard challenge. So I'm always curious, what in the challenge spoke to you? Why did you sign up to do the original challenge?
Um, I noticed the whole thing that got me to where I was now was self-discipline. And
Uh,
I could just see it all fading away and like my habits fading away, me getting super fat, me not making my sales calls on time, me not following my morning routines and everything else.
yeah.
And I was just putting it off and putting it off because I knew I needed something to get me back into that groove and that momentum. And I really believe in momentum and routines and everything else. If you just keep stacking bricks, it's going to
Yeah.
keep you, you're going to feel better.
Oh, that is so awesome. Again, people don't know that I don't prep for these calls, right? We just roll into them. All my interviews are 100% just out there. And I'm so glad that that was your answer, because that's why I created the 75-day hard challenge for real estate investors, because I go back to why Olivia and I were successful. It's because we stacked bricks, to use your
Yep.
vocabulary. And we've been stacking bricks for 20 years. And when you do that for 20 years, you start to see things that other people miss. You start to see peaks, you start to see valleys, you start to see ways to create value. And that's why I blatantly stole the original 75-day hard challenge, because I needed people to realize it's freaking consistency. It's daily positive momentum and action that makes this happen. Too many people think in real estate, hey, if I just go spend 6 hours on Saturday, I'm going to figure it all out. That's like going to the gym 6 hours on a Saturday and then eating like crap the rest of the week. It doesn't work, right? So that's pretty cool. Do you remember? Why don't we go? I'm sure you remember by now. The what is it? 6 or 7 things you have to do in the original challenge?
For a 75 hard.
Yeah, for 75
So I
days.
got to drink a gallon of water.
Let's just go through one at a time,
So
because
I got to drink a gallon of water a day.
yeah. Oh, a gallon of water a day. So again, one of the things that is important is let's actually do the exercise twice a day, right? That's
Okay.
something you have to do, right?
Yeah.
And for me, that was always the hardest part, because I could find an hour or even 90 minutes to work out. But the 75-day hards challenge, the one you're undertaking, is twice a day, separate times. One must be outside, right?
I just do, if I have to, I'll do a 2 hour workout like all together. Like I'll go
Okay.
play basketball for 2 straight hours
Okay.
and it's outside. And
Yep.
then if I don't feel like it was good enough, then I'll work out inside and do a push-up challenge or anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
But I mean, 90 minutes to me is 90 minutes.
Right.
That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Like two separate workouts. Let's say I go play basketball and then I'm outside and I go play football. Like, is that really not two separate workouts?
No, I agree with you. But the number one thing on my challenge is you have to look at your market twice a day, because um, you just have to get in a routine. And the key to looking at your market twice a day for the real estate challenge is it should only take you 10 or 15 minutes, right? Once you build the habit, right, you got your little search criteria down, you bang it before you head to work, you bang it when you get back, you've learned something, right? Document it a little bit. So I really like that, doing twice a day. And you're committing 90 minutes. And what I'm asking people to do is maybe 30 minutes a day in this one. So I think
And it
that's,
just depends, right? Because
yeah,
sometimes I wake up, I go on my walk, I get a bunch of my meetings done
yep,
and everything else. Then in the afternoon, maybe I go work out, lift weights, go play basketball, go play football, do
yeah,
yoga, something to keep me active.
yeah. And then the next one, that the challenge that you're on wants you to do is a diet, right?
I hate it. I hate every part of it.
That's the hardest one for you, I'm guessing.
It is hands down. Like, I got so mad in the grocery store the other day because I couldn't buy cookies. I'm just furious. And then yesterday we were out in Monterey to go see a friend, and we went to this brunch spot. My friend Alexa got this amazing crepe with all this fruit and everything else, and I was just like, oh my God.
Oh, that's funny. The one thing about your challenge is it doesn't actually tell you what a diet is, right? It does say what, no alcohol, no
Yeah,
sugar.
so no drinking. That's like another part of it. But then the diet can be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah. So you created your diet box, right? Before you started, right?
I have a really bad sweet tooth.
Yeah, me too. That's my, the beauty for mine is I can keep it at 0, but I can't do 1 because 0 becomes 10 in a heartbeat for me.
Without a doubt.
So what I did on the real estate challenge is, when I think about the physical challenge and I think about a diet, it's calorie, it's basically clean eating or calories. So what I did for the real estate challenge is you have to track your expenses every day, right?
That's
You buy
cool.
a cup of coffee, you got to track it. You buy some shoes, you got to track it. You take an Uber, you got to track it, right? So I thought it was really important with the real estate challenge to track your expenses, because what's really important in Olivia and I's story is we spent 100% of our income for a long time. And we only got this momentum building once we started to lower our expenses, because it doesn't matter what you earn. If you spend it all, you're miserable.
Right.
I don't care if you make $1 million a year. If you spend it all, miserable. So that was an important thing for me to do in the challenge for real estate investors. I'm trying to pull up your Instagram with all the things. What was next? You had no alcohol, no cheat meals, none of that stuff.
Yeah, no, that's not hard. The no alcohol thing's really not that hard. I'm not that big of a drinker. And
Yeah.
it's COVID anyways, so it's not like
You can go anywhere.
Yeah, I can't go anywhere anyways.
Yeah. The one for me that I added to the real estate challenge is you needed to grow your network every day.
That's huge. I think that's the most important part of that. I was listening to a Bigger Pockets podcast episode yesterday, and it came out on Saturday, and it was all about networking.
Yeah.
And just creating your entire business off of networking.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And that's what you've done, Pritchard. Mm-hmm. Now a lot of my business is straight through networking.
Yeah.
That you need to absolutely network every day.
Yeah, folks, I've admitted this mistake so many times I get embarrassed by it, but I'm going to keep telling it as long as it's impactful. I spent the first 4 or 5 years thinking the answer lived in my computer. I thought it was an Excel spreadsheet. I thought I could figure out buying stuff online. I thought the answer was the computer, and I just came in my study and just wrap myself in a blanket or whatever. And that's all I saw. My business didn't take off until I took on meeting more people, right? Agents, contractors, bankers, insurance, other real estate investors. And if you're going to do my challenge, the beauty is you're going to learn minimum of 75 people in your market. That's amazing. And when you really get the network down in real estate, it's not how many people you know, but it's how many people know you and know what you're looking for. Because the only deals I've done in this health crisis or COVID are deals that were brought to me by people I met years ago, right? One seller called me 3 or 4 years later and says, I'm finally ready to sell. Here, take a triplex off my hands that a other wholesaler couldn't close at 240. I'll sell it to you at 175. Score, sure. I can do that. No problem. It's worth 300. It's okay with me. So that's funny. All right. The next one is reading, as I remember, right? You have a reading challenge?
Yeah, 10 pages a day. And again, that goes a lot into my morning routine, because I listen to a lot of audiobooks, but I used to read a lot more books.
Yeah.
And so right now I'm reading, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by I think it's John Maxwell.
Yeah, I love Maxwell. It is. Yeah, John Maxwell's a legend. And the reason I like this, the original challenge is it's not all physical, right? It's not all about your body. It's realizing that it's a temple, and what you take in reading as far as calories really makes the engine go and keeps your mind right. So one of the things that I wanted to add to the real estate challenge was something similar. So what I did is I added, you got to read about your market 30 minutes a day, right? And for some people that's hard, but it's not really that hard if you break it down, right? There's a local paper, probably in a big enough market. Shoot, you can go to Bigger Pockets or Facebook groups and read about what's going on. Again, think about what you're doing. You're going to read 40 hours of material about whatever market you're investing in. Don't you think that will give you, an edge over other investors? I just love that he included that in the original challenge. Along that lines, the other thing I added, because I think I have one more requirement than he does, is I needed people to get comfortable with the math, right? Real estate is a little bit about math, right? What's a good deal, right? Whether it's addition or subtraction. It's not calculus or even algebra, but it's still math. So one of the things that I made important to put in the contest for real estate is math, right? What is cash on cash return? What does cash flow look like? Really simple things like that. That makes sense?
Oh yeah. Do you have them use Excel sheets?
I do. Well, yeah, I have them build it and then use it. Yeah, definitely. That's in the video for sure. Yeah, let's talk about a gallon of water a day. What is up? I mean, I'm not sure. Is that hard? I mean, I have no idea. That's all. It seems like a lot of water.
The gallon of water a day isn't bad, right? So I'm like I don't know if you can see, I'm like right here.
Yeah.
By the end, I'll be done with it by like 4.
Okay. What, 4 o'clock? Wow. That's, yeah, never mind. I'm guessing you're going to the bathroom a lot more often. I know that's a lot of water.
I go to the bathroom a lot.
I would guess. Oh man, that's funny. So one of the things that I did there, again, to try to be similar to the challenge is, I wanted you to go 1 meetup a week, right? It's tough to do more than that. So it's like, okay. And now in COVID, it can be online, right? You gotta open it up, right? So it used to be in person, but now it's probably easy to do 1 meetup a week if you're doing it on Zoom calls or Bigger Pockets or whatever.
It was happening on Zoom calls. That's easy.
Yeah. But again, it's about, again, folks, all of these tied together. What you see in the original challenge and what you'll see in my real estate challenge is they all tie together. You can't do one and not the other and accomplish it. So I thought that was really cool. Let me look at your challenge. What else do you got? Oh, you got to take a progress pic.
Yeah.
What do you do? Just stand in front of the mirror and take your shirt off and try to get your 6-pack back?
Pretty much. Just like, hey, how do I look today?
Yeah.
If you take them in the morning, you look a lot better. At the end of the day,
exactly.
When you're all water bloated and everything else, it doesn't look like you're making any progress.
Oh, that's funny. So one of the things again, copying the original challenge, I want you to take a 1 day a week. I want you to do a summary of your last activities, all your expenses, who you met, all of these things. I want you to do a once a week progress. Again, kind of copying the original. You have to do it daily. I'm going to let you do it once a week, kind of summarize the last activities. And let's see, I think that's everything for you. Except for the last one, which I have as well, the big penalty, right? Want to talk about the penalty?
Yeah, I've started over 3 times. I started over 3 times. Like this time I knew I was committed. And so I'm not worried about not finishing it, but like I had to commit. And I think commitment is a big thing that you learn in this as well. It's just like committing to doing it.
Yeah.
Because that's what got me here again too. Was just like, hey, I'm committing to this. I'm going into real estate. I'm not doing anything else.
Yep.
Nothing's going to stop me.
Yep.
And so just committing to this and pushing forward.
Yeah. One of the things, again, you'll see in the original challenge that Stratton's going through and that I have for you, if you bother to take it, is if you miss a day, not only if you miss a day, but if you miss one item of that day, you must start over at day 1. That is, that's a hell of a penalty. How far did you get? You said this is the 3rd time you're starting over. How far did you get the first 2 times?
A couple days, a week. And like I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it, but I wasn't committed.
Right.
My mind wasn't all the way there. Let's say like, oh, well, all my friends are finally back in town.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I skip a day or whatever. Yeah. It's summer soon. Memorial Day is day 37 and I'm going to eat like a pig that day. No, yeah.
Exactly. And so even now, right? So I have 2 weddings on the same day. And one of the reasons I picked to go to one wedding is because all my friends won't be there and there won't be any alcohol there either.
That's right. Cause you toast. Yeah.
And then when I'm with all my friends and everyone back from college, it's all my old teammates, everybody's just drinking all day and it's a wedding. So everybody's having a good time and then there's good food.
Just all downhill.
Right? It's all downhill. Like, why do I put myself through that? I'll just go to the other wedding.
Yeah.
It's still a really good friend.
Yeah.
And I'm happy.
There you go. Well, again, one of the things you'll see in these challenges is and the beauty I love about it is that you get to hold yourself accountable, right? Nobody's, you miss an item and you like want to whine and bitch about, oh, Sunday doesn't count because it was a wedding. I'll just skip that day. No, self. You gotta evaluate
Right?
yourself.
You know,
Oh yeah,
you know.
yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Holding your, like, looking yourself in the mirror, even though you're taking the progress picture. It's kind of cliche, but like,
If you did the work.
you pushed out. Like,
Yeah.
if you did the work.
Yeah.
If you did the work.
So you are on day 21. If I
Yeah.
understood your, does it feel like a habit yet? I've like you got over the hump. That's what I see in most disciplines and projects. It's usually around day 13 to kind of 16 where it just feels like, oh, just another day. Check the box, or not yet.
I don't think the diet thing will ever become a habit.
You got that sweet tooth.
I really don't. Like, because I picked the worst diet. If I could go back, I would have picked something else where I could still eat carbs, man. Like, I love rice.
Oh, so you doing paleo or what are you doing?
I'm doing keto.
Oh, keto. Oh, geez.
Right. So it's super
Yeah.
restrictive. I've lost a ton of weight.
Oh, okay. Well,
But like, is it really worth it? Is it really worth my joy? Like, at home, we have to cook so many different types of food. What did I make last night? Last night, I made 2 burgers, 2 fried eggs, and then I had to get like avocados and lettuce. Like, I wanted like rice. Like, I wanted to make like a local.
Where's the bun?
Like, the diet part is without a doubt going to be the hardest. And I won't stick to keto. I'll probably stay away from tons of carbs.
Yeah.
But everything else, like working out twice a day, like going on my morning walk and then going and playing basketball, doing yoga, that's pretty much habit. The gallon of water is a habit.
Yeah.
What else do we have? I don't mind the no drinking thing, right? Because like I don't know if you saw my post. The month before that, I was gone all month, and all I did was drink with my friends. I'm out, got different occasions, got a couple of different weddings, bachelor parties, and then you just feel like shit that whole time. So I'm not really worried about the no drinking thing.
Cool.
What else do we have? That would become a habit. Water, the progress picture. The picture thing is one thing I try and do just for my personal life, of taking a picture of something like my family or something, so that way I can like build a scrapbook.
Oh yeah.
And like, remember that first workout, second workout. 10 pages of reading is a habit.
Nice.
But no cheat meals and diet, that'll never stick.
That'll never stick. Well, it's been 3 weeks. So how does it feel? So it sounds like you lost some weight. That doesn't suck.
Yeah, that doesn't suck.
Yeah. What are we talking? 8, 10, 12 pounds? What are we talking?
Oh no. Like I've my face is getting skinnier.
Yeah.
And then my stomach doesn't bulge out of my shirts anymore.
you don't got the Santa Claus stomach?
Yeah, like I don't have like the bump right here anymore. That's really good. I don't really weigh myself on a scale.
Okay.
Just for the fact of like I looked way bigger and I weighed 195 in college. So like the weight doesn't really matter. It's like, how do I look? I don't care about how much I weigh.
Okay. Very, very cool. Well, Stratton, this has been a lot of fun. I thank you for allowing me to kind of connect our 2 challenges. You've got, 54 days left?
A year left, pretty much. Yeah, I have a year left.
You have a year left. 54 days. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean the rest of the year.
No, I have a year left.
Oh, you have a Oh, so you're going to do it back to back to back to back?
No,
it just feels like a year.
It just feels like a year. This diet thing is something else, I'm telling you.
Oh, dude, it's in your head at this point. It's in your head every meal. Are you eating 3 times a day?
I eat, even before this, like I'll come to the office and I'll walk over to the corner store at like 3 p.m. and buy a bag of gummy worms and I'm fine for the day.
That'll be your, wow. Okay.
Like I'm a really weird eater. And then like when I get home, I'll eat whatever our family cooked, but I'm not a huge eater.
All right. Well, there you go. Well, Stratton, man, have a wonderful day. It's 9 o'clock. It's time to go get some deals, huh?
Yep.
All right, buddy. Take care of yourself. Thanks again.
Thank you, man.